I'm okay with the arrangement, bro.
I
It's like
know.
no capital outlay, but I make the money, so
But
it's a good
Poogan
deal.
already started to decide, like he was researching how to put like sorry, our friend decided to put some body bushings for all the arms and legs. Anyways, good evening everybody. Welcome to Monday Night Live Show.
You can see why I was like, okay, fine. I was like,
Yeah, we are just talking about the fate of my Alpha Sat because
hmm,
I really think we should go to someone who will love and care for the car. And yeah, so good evening everyone. If you're here, come and say hi. By the way, I haven't been on this show for a long time due to my
you
trip
lost
to
weight,
Japan.
bro.
Lost weight. I
You
don't
lost
know,
weight,
man.
or your camera, you having a different
I ate a
focus
lot in
length.
Japan. I ate so much in Japan. It's ridiculous. I ate so much rice. I actually don't eat a lot of rice, but in Japan, rice is so nice and all the food pairs well with rice.
You look taller. Sorry,
Hey, Tana,
sorry. You look much more build up, like taller.
really? I go to the gym now, but
Ah,
Tana, have you ate gyoza before? Do you know what's gyoza?
Joseon is that the people they no, that's a omasake. Is it they cook for
Ah, so
you?
gyoza is like a dumpling, like
Okay.
wonton. So the Japanese they fry it on a grill, right? That's what gyoza is, right?
Hmm.
So there's this place called Utsunomiya. It's a bit north of Tokyo. They have initial D roads. The hairpin stack after it's like hairpin after hairpin. Like the road
Hmm.
is literally like this. Okay,
Yep.
it's like this. Okay, it's hairpin after hairpin. I took my century there when and the car sucked in the hairpins. Okay, no, but the point is they're the highest consumption of gyoza in the whole of Japan. They eat the most gyoza.
Gyoza is this dumpling lah.
Dumpling, okay. And I went to this restaurant, right? They brew their own beer,
Hmm?
okay, their own craft beer, and they make their own gyoza. And the reason why they do this is because they believe they have the perfect pairing of the right kind of beer and the right kind of gyoza. So you buy those two to get all made from scratch in house. And you drink the beer and you eat the gyoza, and you say, oh my god, it's a match made in heaven. But
Hmm.
wait, there's more. They have two,
Hmm.
three types of beer to match different kinds of gyoza also. So I ate 18 gyozas in one night.
Hmm.
I swear, if I have more space in my stomach, I'll eat more gyozas. Right?
I got a theory, bro, about this.
Yeah. What's that?
I know. I feel that any country that has a cold climate,
Yeah.
because they are more indoors,
Mhm.
they spend a lot of times perfecting things.
Really? Yeah.
Because they or they go into a micro culture or micro brewery or like a handicraft, whatever. They got this home thing that they do because they can't go out, kind of fun.
That's
But
true.
countries that are hot summer whole day out, we're like at night go out, day go out. We are out of the day whole day, like never come back home because why? The weather's so good. So I just feel that if you go like to Asia, for example, if you like to go to Asia, then you go to Brazil, for example. People are out doing stuff. The all the home stuff and perfecting things all happen in like this
Mm.
cold
Mm.
countries and they stay at home, cozy. And that's why I think the Japanese have got that feeling because you get to a Japanese car like the crown and century, all this like there's a coziness to the car. They go to
Yeah.
the small details.
No,
So
the Century is amazing. I mean,
yeah.
it doesn't impress you like an i7 or S class. You get in the car, you realize like, what the hell am I paying for, right? But you spend 2 days, 3 days in the car, and you realize like, man, this is such a good car. Like this is a car you don't want to leave. You want to sit in the car, you don't want to get out.
Mm, mm.
It's very is
Would you say it's a driver's car or it's a car to be driven in?
that's the funny thing. Toyota mentioned on their press release that they put a lot of effort to make sure the car is nice to drive, right?
Mm,
And I didn't believe that BS lah. So when I drove the car, bro, you can place the car where you want to go. It's
mm,
accurate. The steering is accurate. The
mm,
chassis will follow. Albeit you have to wait the car to roll lah,
mm.
because it's air suspension. It's soft. It's long.
Yeah,
It's heavy. But I never once felt I was not confident with the car, even in
yeah,
B roads,
yeah.
right?
I mean, that's one thing I noticed that, like, I would similar thing with my thing with Lexus. I hated Lexus to the core at one point.
Yeah.
I just didn't see the logic of getting a Lexus. Like, you want a six-cylinder engine, get a BMW. You want power? Why would I get a Lexus? But the moment you drive one, experience it, as not on the first day, second day, third day, then you're like, yeah, I get it. So I think I'm trying to resonate. I think it's one of those things whereby they think about long-term satisfaction versus that immediate thrill that you get from a Golf
Yeah.
GTI or a turbo car, whatever. It's not. It's like they think about long-term. So
But
So
the
yeah, I
Century,
can.
they give him a special treatment. They really give 150% effort. Like the
Right.
steering, the brakes, the throttle, the hybrid, the way the hybrid works,
Mm.
everything is done in such a harmonious way.
Mm.
I gotta give a hats off. I never think I'll enjoy the Century that much, but after driving with a lot of highways, B roads, everything, today if you import one through AP, everything, you're probably looking at 700 to 900,000 ringgit.
Ooh.
But it's not Rolls Royce level, okay. But because of his name and the badge, right,
Mm.
you will be immediately placed in the same echelons of a Rolls Royce owner, even though it's not a
Mm.
Rolls Royce price, right? The interior is nowhere near to Rolls Royce. No, you cannot fight Rolls Royce interior.
Okay.
Bentley,
So
Rolls
so
Royce.
so it feels Japanese still lah.
Yeah, there are a lot of parts you feel Lexus, right? But you know, the badge and the car is so understated. Like literally, if you're not a car lover, right, you look at this car, look at that, you won't even know that it's a luxury car. You just think it's a Volvo, it's an old Volvo or something like that, right? That's what my
Understand.
fiance said. The first thing she says, it looks like an old Volvo.
Yeah.
But but when you walk up to the car and you walk around the car, you notice the car has this is really elegant. It's really
Mm-mm.
elegant. It doesn't. It's actually the antithesis for attention, right? Which is I think what this car does so well. It is so undemanding of attention, but yet it's so
Mm.
gorgeous. You
Yeah,
know.
I think I can. I mean, I won't able. I can't say I truly I know it, but I can see what they've done lah. I mean, there is
Oh yeah,
this thing.
and
There's,
the
there's
paintwork. The paintwork is amazing. Like you look at the
mm,
paint, it's like, oh my gosh, they put Rolls Royce level paint onto a car like this. Like
yeah,
for this
like
price,
mm,
they put Rolls Royce level paint.
like
It's amazing.
like an analogy is like the Seiko and the Grand Seiko. Like you
Yes.
don't like you don't get it. Like I can see like a non-watch guy, like you don't get it. And I wouldn't say I'm a watch guy, like, but I had a Grand Seiko and I had a Seiko, and I love my Seikos lah. And I see it like they're so similar, but yet there is something about that final touch. So it's like to say, to get to the last 5%, it will cost you
Yes.
triple or four times the value, like, and this
Yeah.
is the last 5%.
I think the Century is amazing. If
Mm.
ever one day I'll be chauffeured around, if I have 700, 800K budget, I'll buy the Century versus the BMW i7. It's not as accomplished as tech
Yeah.
as interior as a BMW i7 or S Class,
Mm.
but it's such a gorgeous car.
Mm.
I love the fact there's a Phoenix logo and the Emperor gets chauffeured in the car. But the thing I like about the suspension, Tana, is that they deliberately engineer a bit of road feel into the passenger's seat in the rear as well. So they don't want to
Oh,
completely like put you away from the road because they feel that this is what I think. They want the passenger to feel like they're in the car so they don't feel so sick. My complaint about the S Class as a rear passenger is that it always feels sick. I don't know, I've seen in a bubble. I'm sitting in a bubble, I don't know what's happening outside the car. So I always feel like it's too soft, like I'm too disconnected from the road. So I always feel a bit motion sickness,
yeah.
you know.
I think I can relate to that, like in the IX. When the IX came, I was like,
Oh my
wow,
god.
it's fun, but yeah, after a while, it's just too deafening. You
Yeah.
just get a bit not nauseous, if
Yeah,
that
yeah,
makes
yeah,
sense.
yeah, yeah. Because your eyes and your ears and your body sensation doesn't match how the car is moving. So it's just like
Mm.
disconnect.
No, I also feel that like Kale Auto, you go to Desmond and see Kale Auto, and
Mm,
he talks
mm.
about soundproofing. When you overdo soundproofing, because it just becomes like a tight box, your ears pressure builds up, and it's not very comfortable.
Yeah.
You need to equalize and stuff as you go along elevation, come
You
down.
need
So
some noise to feedback to
yes,
the passenger.
the noise equates to how airtight it is. If it's too airtight, your body can't react to pressure
Correct.
variances. So it's a lot of science behind it.
But
Anyway, sorry guys, let's go to
let's
the
please
questions.
continue.
Yeah, I know we're both like going on and on. Let's do rapid fire quickly, and then we go on more detailed kind of questions. We got Thomas and myself here. We got
Wow.
Today's TNT team. TNT. Thomas and Dana.
Yeah.
Okay. Subaru Levoque STI 2.0 or Subaru WRX S4 STI 2.0. I guess your practicality, what do you want to use for? It's correct. I would
I
say.
think you know what? If you want the cool factor, get the Lavok. Lavok is
Oh
cool.
yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah,
Lavok is cool, right?
oh yeah,
I saw so many Lavoks in Japan, and then I saw
yeah,
the latest one with the more ketam kind of like
mm,
headlamps.
yeah,
They look amazing, man. Not this one.
bro. I've been looking at prices in Japan to bring in like a half cut car.
Mm.
Subarus are damn cheap in Japan, huh?
Mm.
So cheap. Used cars are so cheap. They're no value at all. It's crazy.
But I will go for the Lavok.
Yeah.
I think performance-wise, of course, the Subaru WRX will drive better, right?
Mm.
STI. But the Lavok,
Cool
the
factor,
wagon
yeah.
is a cool factor lah. You know, it's cool lah. It's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Right.
So
So
let
you
me
want more
just
driving, you want the rally heritage, you go for Subaru WRX STI.
correct,
I don't
correct,
think you go wrong with that. But I think
correct.
the cooler car I would own is the Lavok. You know.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep. Agreed.
Yeah.
Mm.
I will go on practicality. So if I don't have a need for the Lavok, I would not do the Lavok. I will just go on the Subaru lah. It's just me. Like, depending what I use for.
Oh, Lavok so
Okay.
cool.
So let's do some rapid questions again. Okay, I want to do this one. Okay. Going down the list.
Quick one.
Hey guys from UK going to visit KL this week. Is there anyone there? Yes, every weekend there's a morning drive. We some of them meet, some of them will go straight, but we meet up at the Evo Club Tri Station,
Yep.
and
You
then we
can
go to the
find
thing.
them Evo Club Tri Stations
Yeah.
or
So
Google
what you can do is go on
Play.
Facebook. You'll see the link there, and you can come and meet us, and we'll be there. I'm I'll I'm trying. I'll try to be there this Saturday as early as 7 a.m. So you can catch me at 7 a.m. at Genting.
Yep. So we can do that. Or and then on Sunday we're going to have there's an event I'm going to check out. It's called Blue Foster. It's a Porsche
Look
get
for correct,
Blue
correct.
Foster,
Yeah.
which means water and
Yeah.
air lah. But we wear air and water because they feature
And water.
water cooled Porsches. Guess the
Yeah.
progression of Porsche from air cooled to water cool.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah.
Right. So
What time is that again?
and come and check out these events. I'll be there on Sunday. I'll bring my spider over there. Yeah.
That's
Sweet.
in Subang, right? In Pinnacle Car. Okay, I'll be there lah, Subang. I can't not come lah.
It's literally next door for me, right? I'm Putra
Where
Heights.
is this again? Huh?
It's
This is
in
in
Putra Heights. It's in
Putra
main-
Heights.
one of the main-
Oh,
you know main place, the mall.
okay, bro.
Oh,
I'll come with my
okay,
yellow
okay.
Boxster. I need to go there and make a noise. I'll be the loudest one there. Okay.
Okay, cool. All right.
Okay.
So Chen, I'll see you there. All right, come and say hi to us if you see us.
Okay.
At the weekend, right?
Okay. So next one, Chiang, I'm starting. Okay.
Tiguan.
Is
I
Volkswagen Tiguan 270 still a good car? I love the Tiguan for its understatedness, the way it drives.
Fun fact: I used to own this car.
Yeah, it's crazy, right? You see, like I like cars that blow your mind. Like you see a Golf, like Golf should handle this way, and you drive a Tiguan like shit. The Tiguan drives like a Golf, custom chassis, and it
Yeah.
blows your mind. Like, wow, how
Oh my god! Look at the price.
crazy, yeah.
Wow, that's a
Yeah.
lot of
Yeah.
car for the money way.
Yeah.
Kelvin Mann, I think it's a good value compared to the Tiguan and the Golf for the same generation. The Tiguan probably might cost a little less, and
I used
yeah,
to own one of these actually.
Hmm.
And one of the reasons why I consider this car is because they're using the 6-speed. I think it's not mistaken, the 6-speed.
It's a wet clutch, yes.
the 2019, I think it was wet clutch.
No, I bought the 17. It was a 19.
So it was all wet clutch.
It was all
Tiguan
wet clutch.
always had used wet
Use
clutch.
the-
Wet clutch.
the-
Oh yeah, Tiguan was wet clutch, correct? Yeah,
Wet clutch.
Tiguan always wet clutch, correct? You're right.
Yes.
Not the 1.4, the 2.0.
No, even
Oh,
1.4, so
That's
weirdly, Tiguan always was wet clutch.
Yeah.
Okay, there you
So
go.
what I like about the car is that it's okay. You're not gonna drive it like gonna carve corners and stuff. But the point is that when you get in the car, you feel confident with the car, right?
Mm.
At that point I was comparing between the CRV and this. The CRV on the highway, I just don't trust the car, right?
Yep.
But the Tiguan feels like okay, I know I'm safe. The comfort comes from the security, the feeling of security on the highway, So yeah, I think it's a good car for the price. Oh my god, like 60,000 for 2017. I mean, you can get a HRV for the same price, but I will go for the Tiguan anytime.
Yeah. The only thing about the Tiguan is some hard plastics, but I could live with that, because
Yes.
what you're getting is just so much of stuff. I could live with hard plastic as long as you go do some DK leather, or comfort, or you go some places and do
Yeah.
leather. It's
Let
fine.
it be like Tiguan is the entry level, mini size, small size SUV, right?
Correct,
so
correct.
so it's for me, it's like all forgiven, right? It's
No,
all,
but what I'm saying is like you see what I understand is like for you and me, Thomas or Con, we might see the Tiguan in a particular price point or a category. some might perceive it as, oh, this is a luxury German car I'm getting into.
Mm.
So if that perception and reality has a mismatch, then you spend a bit more, you can make it to match your perception. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
Correct. Because for me it's just, oh, that's another golf. Tiguan, you go to UK, like everywhere there's a golf, you know. But yeah, okay. On the same line, VW Sirocco
Yes,
R. Oh,
go
bro,
for it.
nice,
Go for
Buy,
it. Go
buy,
for it.
nice.
buy. It's such an underrated car because first of all, the design is amazing. I don't know about you. I love the design. I
Yo, I love the
Mm.
way it looks.
freaking love the design.
Mm.
It's still gorgeous today, right?
You,
Jian, can
you,
you
Yes.
please
you know what I
describe?
like more about this car? It's got this XDA, isn't it? The
XDS.
XDS,
Yes,
correct?
yes, yeah, yeah.
Freaking amazing, bro. So again, if you don't know about the R, like the Sirocco R and the Golf R is always right, obviously. Sirocco R is a two-wheel drive car, but it's got this XDS, is it? XDS,
XDS.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
XDS,
The
and it brakes and all that rear wheel, and it gives you that almost four-wheel driveness feel to it. So it's just amazing how it drives, like, you know, pretty good,
Oh, Volkswagen did the whole electronic management of brake vectoring
beautiful.
for all four wheels. So this is and they did it in a mass manufactured car. That's why Golf GTIs are known to
Mm.
handle,
Mm.
very easy to handle.
And also it's obviously discontinued, and I think it's one of those cars that there's so few in the road. When you drive one, it it looks and feels so much more expensive than what it cost.
Yeah,
yeah.
look at what Jensen said. Is a GTI with the XDS, the Mark 7 as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Sirocco, I'm not mistaken, sit on the Mark 6 platform.
Yes.
Mm.
So of course the Mark 7 platform has more superiority to it, but look at this car. Look at the way it looks.
Yeah.
It still looks so good. I mean,
Mm.
you drive this up to, and you park next to a Porsche
Yep.
997,
Mm.
right? You look at this car. It's
Yeah.
such a good looking
Mm.
car. Two doors,
Mm.
handles pretty well.
Mm.
And I mean, if you want a bit more power, you're greedy, go and
Mm.
see Mike Yap.
Mm.
You
I
unlock.
think Jansen, yes, you're right. Your GTI also has got XDS. Something about maybe the wheelbase, whatever, but it just feels not as nimble as the GTI. It feels more as a bit more control in the Sirocco, I feel, compared to the GTI.
Because the
So
Mark 7 on Jensen has more it's a newer car lah. So the platform handles,
obviously,
yeah, yeah.
correct,
But
yeah,
of course the looks and the way the
um,
Sirocco R looks is special.
mm,
So yeah,
yeah,
the question mark. Okay, if you are interested in the Volkswagen Sirocco R, it's in your
mm.
budget. Go for it, man. Yeah.
Okay, next one. GRS RZ spec. For me, any GRS is I'm in love, like, you know. But the RZ spec, what is that? I'm not familiar with
I
this.
think the high spec lah. Yeah,
High
high
spec.
spec.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't like the Yaris. I know I'm unpopular opinion.
I like the Yaris, but I don't like the fact they're all the same. They all look the same. They're all the same. It's like very vanilla right now. But if I could find a way to undercover or make it different, then I'll probably get it. But from mechanical standpoint, it drives brilliantly. Like, that's a
It
brilliant.
does, but the point is that I feel it's the kind of car that after 2 months, 3 months, it feels start to feel like,
Yeah, the learning curve after it's very fast. You get the car, and then you're like king of the road. King of the road.
no, you cannot beat the king on the road. No, it's still my view, bro. You cannot beat that. I don't care what people say about Ativas and X50s and stuff.
I feel I'm a very rude person on the road driving a Yaris because you can't drive a Yaris very politely.
yes,
You know, there's some cars, even with Megane, you could drive it politely, and then if you want, you can push it a bit more. But Yaris is just as mental. It is no way to drive it politely. So yeah, so that's what I don't like about the Yaris. Like.
I don't like the Yaris, but yeah, it's a damn good car. Can keep up with Porsches and
Okay,
stuff.
moving on, 992S. Should I get the two-wheel drive or the all-wheel drive? We'll be using it daily.
Two-wheel drive. I get the
Two-wheel drive.
Yeah.
911s are best enjoyed as two-wheel drive.
But said that, the way Porsche designs the cars is even the four-wheel drive system, the 4S, it's more rear-wheel bias lah. So, but you feel more confident driving the 4S, but you have more fun in the C2S. So
I always feel the front end is not as direct with the all-wheel drive.
yeah, correct. I agree. I mean, I love.
Is if you're a driver and you like the sensation of driving,
Mm.
I think go for the two-wheel drive.
Yeah.
All-wheel drive is safer, and you live in a place that there's snow or rains
But
often.
but it's a 992, you know. See, if you say it's a 991, I'll say yeah. 992 is already too very, very big. It's a big car. It's just humongous. That's why I'm a bit iffy
I'll
on
still
that
go
side.
rear-wheel drive. If
Still
you like
okay
driving,
lah.
still rear-wheel drive.
Okay
Yeah.
lah. I'm a C2S guy, but for the 992, I'll go for the C4S lah.
Mm.
Because it's a big car. It needs the grip. It needs the handling. I think for this car, I will go for the C4S. Just personal thought. Moving on very quickly. I'm trying to catch up to the
Hey,
comments
give
here.
Con some time to speak also, because we both speak a lot. Con never got to
Sorry,
speak.
this is for Con. Con,
Okay, Con.
opinion. G30530
I top up. Okay,
versus
we are back.
630. You did
Go
a
for it,
review of
bro.
this car recently, right?
For me, the G30 gives you, there are a lot more choices, but I think the 630i gives you more value.
But
In a
630 will
sense
be an
that
older car,
you're
right?
getting more car, a higher segment car for the money, if that makes sense.
But 630 be an older car, correct?
I mean, they are basically the same age car, the G30 versus the G32, right? But the G30 has better, has sportier dynamics because it sits lower, right? But if you want more practicality, more space, maybe you want something that feels that elevates you above a typical E-Class and 5 Series owner. The 630i achieves that.
Okay.
But the G30, the 530i drives more sporty, more sportier handling. Yeah.
Yeah.
The thing
I
about
just
the
go.
G30,
I'll go. Yeah. I think the profiling the 530 fits the purpose. I feel like that's all.
You're talking about the F Series 630 or the Grand?
He's talking about the Gran Turismo, the GT.
Oh,
So I just don't like the profile of it personally because it's I think in this segment you already want a big car to be comfortable, carry people out. So I'll go for the 530. Save
and there
the
you
money.
go. Holy Fox says that the
Yeah.
630i has a rear air suspension
Yeah.
and the famous.
More the reason I'll go for the G30 lah. So
yeah,
just convince me more to go.
yeah, true.
Yeah.
I like the G30 better also, but
Yeah.
but the 630i has
BM isn't the best lah. I would say I have to
Mm.
put that out there.
the 630i does not drive as well as the 530i.
Yeah. So it's like telling me, like you give me you said, okay, gun to my head. You could buy a 5 or you could buy a 7. 7 is comfortable, it's luxurious. 5 is spacious, big. I can do all that stuff. 6 series is like in between the two. Rear space, the slope comes down. Then I've got a bit lesser kind of space. SS is there, more complexity. I don't know. It's I just like the 5 series, and it costs way more cheaper. I'm just cheap. Yeah, it's way cheaper now compared to the 630. So yeah, price wise, that's all. Price and value wise, if we see what the price new car price and versus now, I just go for buy a 330.
Yeah.
Anua's question, Con, which would be your better option?
Mercedes AMG
Now you
GT
just
convertible or 718 Spider?
wait, Spider was.
Wait, I shall hold my thoughts because you know which answer I will say already, right?
Spider.
But you don't like the 718 Spider, but you hate the AMG GT.
No, I love the AMG GT. It's freaking amazing. I
No,
love
it's
the car.
amazing, but you say it's not drivable daily.
Daily is a shit car to daily. But
Yeah.
when you whack the car is
course,
not
yeah.
even good in the corners. It's just fun in the corners. It's
Yeah.
It's
fun,
it
right?
the Spider will run rings around the AMG GT, but the AMG GT will
Sound.
deliver the wider smiles, more
Yeah.
giggles.
Yeah. And
Because the
where?
AMG GT is just such a ridiculous car.
Okay, let's start by saying this. Both these two cars, if they show up on the road, they are fucking cool, right? Let's just say
Yeah.
this, right? They're all cool. Both
Yes,
these two cars
agreed.
show up. It's like two very very uncommon cars you'll see.
Yeah.
Both got a good press. I think the AMG GT got a bigger presence than the Spider, right?
Yeah. You know where I stand. I always love the MGT over on the price point is what I go for. I don't think the 718 Spider looks good to the general public. It looks good to the car guys because we know what it is. But the general public, I think it's like, oh, it's another Boxster that looks a
Bro,
bit
you have no
different.
idea, bro. I bring my Spider to car shows or
Yeah.
certain Porsche meets, right? People just don't bat an eye in my car, bro. They don't.
That's what I'm saying. You see, the thing is, if it's to the general public, they see a Spider and they see a Boxster, they're like, oh, it's a Boxster. You know what I mean? So if it's for yourself, and like Thomas doesn't care what people think. He buys purely for what he wants, for what he feels, what he likes. Then yes, Spider. But if you're out for, I want to show off, I want to be the glam, I want to be that presence is there, the sound it makes, I think undoubtedly to me the AMG GT.
AMG GT has bigger presence, lah, no doubts about it.
Yeah,
But the GT is the AMG GT is the engine is brilliant. It's amazing.
Yes.
Like the torque it delivers from bottom to top is amazing. The way it pulls, the way it responds to your throttle is incredible. You know, people talk about some people say, oh, 4.8 I got a very good turbocharged engine. Until you drive the AMG GT and you see these guys in Mercedes knows how to build a damn good engine, right?
Used by Aston and a lot of other people. So yeah,
the AMG GT's drive is not the most refined. Okay, the way it rides bumps is not the most comfortable, but there's a character to it. It's the AMG GT feels like it was made for other for boys.
It wasn't meant to be comfortable. It was meant to, like, the day you pick up a girl and you want to show off the G-force in the car, and then you push the car, like, sound comes out, like the girl like falls.
No, it's more like
want to marry you, right? I know, you know. So,
but this car is obviously made for men, right? Look at the shape. Look at the way it looks. It's made for men. But the point is that the MGGT is a fast car, but I think around the corners the Spider is more enjoyable. The MGGT is like you have to wrestle the car around the corner.
Okay, bro. I could buy another Boxster and save money.
But the Spider, actually 718 Spider is a very good car.
Of course.
It's probably one of the best convertibles you can buy out there, you know.
But these two, again, up to you. You got all the facts here. My choice is AMG GT convertible. You know, somewhat a convertible, a bit more rare. You know.
I think the Spider has great merits, but AMG GT just has more presence, more cool factor.
Okay, moving on. Con, back to your territory, BMW.
How is it that G30 price is going up? I mean, I know the new 5 Series is not exactly likable, but how is it that G30 price is going up?
No, it's not going up. I think you're just looking at different particular cars for sale.
I would say go for the G30, but 330K is too much. 330K is too much to pay for a used G30.
Okay, the here's a question here: sporty and comfortable. That is sort of a challenge. Okay, which one more? More?
Let's just baseline where you are now. You are on a 520 F10, bro. Different leagues altogether. You know,
I can tell you, 330 Li is comfortable but not sporty.
I would avoid the 330 Li like a plague. Like I will just avoid it completely. It's a car that I will not even consider to get.
Yeah.
Sorry to say, you know.
Yeah.
G30 I will get, and honestly for you, I would say go for a used G30 pre-facelift. Spend about 140 or 50K on the car. You'll be a smiling person because that car compared to the newer facelift, there are things about the pre-facelift I think looks better than the facelift also. Save the money, you know. The digital meter for me doesn't work. I prefer the pre-facelift models anyway. You know. There's a delay, you know, in the meter. Little bit of delay.
I'm going to throw a curveball. Jiang, look at curveball for 840i Grand Coupe. Because some Grand Coupes are selling for 300. Okay, look, if you're looking at 330, bro, means your budget, you can 330. Don't get the G30. Get a 840i Grand Coupe. Right? Get an 840i Grand Coupe. Look at that. I mean, this is by the way, it's a million ringgit car. These cars are 800 to 900, 1 million ringgit. Look at that. Okay, sure, at 1 million, it doesn't feel like 1 million, but now at this price range, you know, bro, you go from 5 series to 5 series. but you go from 5 series to 8 freaking series, okay? You're gonna feel like it's an upgrade. Slanting slope, roof back, frameless window. It's an 8 series, the 8, right? So I would say if you can push a budget a bit more, go for this.
What year is it again?
And
Trying to see.
B58 engine is a beautiful engine.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, given a choice for a on a brand new 3 series and this, definitely without a doubt, lah. I'll go for
Yeah,
this.
at 280K, you get a 3 series elongated, right? It's like a compromise.
Oh, the 330 Li, Thomas, the
Yeah,
inside, lot
yeah,
of specs missing, The
yeah.
meter, I think meter is not digital, it's analog, isn't it?
I
Remember?
don't know, lah,
No
bro.
lah. The analog was the 320i.
Was something about the Li, the Li had something, like, was
Here's the
it the
point, Dana.
radio?
You buy a 32 Li, you are a 3 series driver. But you
Yeah.
buy the 8 series, you buy the apex of the non-M cars.
Yeah, true. That's true. That is very, very true.
Right?
Yeah, lor.
And
So,
the 8 series, right, costs the same to maintain as a 5 series because it's the same platform.
you're right.
Yes
It's
and
all
no.
the same.
Yes and no. The suspension will be different, lah.
Look, besides the point, you're buying a million ringgit car for a price that's a three-quarter or one-third of the price.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
bro,
To me, a G30, you spend 150K, use, fine, go ahead. If your budget is 330, I agree with Thomas, get a 840.
but since you have the money to buy it, you say your budget is that, right? You might as well just go. You might as well just
Batu
go.
says it depreciates crazily. I don't think so because it already depreciates this much. It can't go much faster than a 5 series, You're not going to have a 5
buying
series.
at a depreciated price,
It's
right?
highly depreciated price.
So Batu, he's correct. It depreciates quickly, but we're asking Sabanesh to look at buying the car at a depreciated form, right?
Yeah.
So he's correct, yeah. But don't buy it and thank the depreciation. Buy it from someone who's really thanked the depreciation. Yeah.
Okay, budget if can 10K. You never know. Sharbis, yes, go and ask him. Tell him this is the price I can afford. Can we work out a deal? You never know.
Sabanesh,
Never know.
bro, friend to friend. I know you know you can push a bit more. Make some changes. The monthly repayment a little bit more. But
It's a grand. Okay, yeah.
you get in the car, right? You realize that you have a big upgrade from your 5 because you're driving an F10 right now. You
Yeah.
just have you have like a double step upgrade, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. Flying beep says my dad is seriously considering going from an F10 5305 to a Resto
Wow.
Frozer or a Isuzu Trooper. Any option on those cars? Your father is going through a midlife crisis. Let him have his thing. Don't disturb the father.
Yeah.
He said his dream of doing it. He's worked hard enough. Let him spend how I want to spend to enjoy his life. I wouldn't stop anybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anywhere to do coating, you can
Go
drop
see
by
Con.
Excel,
Yeah.
or you can drop by Evo Club Car Wash.
Yeah.
They also do coating. The team is trained with Sonax
Yeah.
to do all the way from detailing to coating.
Yep. Yep.
Right. And just while we're in this topic, right? Coating is not a thing where you're buying the coating. You're actually buying more of the workmanship to apply the coating, right? So make sure that when you go to a place like say like Evo Club Car Wash, or maybe Expel, like these guys are all trained properly to get the car ready for the coating, right? Yeah. Okay. Next, what's the next question?
Okay. He's looking at a convertible GLC. What are your maintenance?
SLC.
Before what I'm to look out for. It's the same like any car you get into, pre-purchase inspection, you do checks. Go and see our extended warranty locations. Just go and check it out. You can get a good deal and save your money by getting into a pit hole.
Yeah, I think a general rule for everyone who's looking at used cars: number one, always get a pre-purchase inspection, right? And number two, always try to understand a bit more what are the cars, like maintenance costs, talking to people who own this car, join groups. But of course you want to get the number one key thing is do a pre-purchase inspection, right?
Yeah.
If you're worried, of course, try to get Evo Club warranty also. We are backed by RHB. I mean, it's by what's this? RHB, but what's the company again? GMR, right? Which is backed by RHB, right? The underwriting is done by RHB. So a lot of warranty companies, they don't have like underwriting from bigger companies like this. So yeah, myself, I've claimed warranty once. My M2 comms ECU kaput, and then they claim it within 3 4 days. They put in a new ECU for me, and then they retune it. Everything was just fine. Uh,
Okay. Okay. Everybody say have a good safe
Safe flight,
trip, Bobby.
Bobby.
Good day, Bobby. Enjoy your time in Sydney.
Uh,
Sydney, Bobby.
okay. Okay.
He's going to Australia, mate. And welcome back to Peninsula, Malaysia. Alex, we'll see you at Luftwasser.
Yeah.
Right.
What time again? 3:56. 3:56. Yeah.
So,
Okay. Okay. I'll bring my son along. Lah.
what's that?
I'll bring my son along. 3:56. 3:56.
Yep, yep. What else? Any questions? X50 or check? Okay, this is a good question. Actually, I have an interesting conversation with one of my viewers. We sat down and then we just have a talk in the chicken rice shop. And he asked me like, what do you think about Chinese cars, right? And I can't help to feel, right, if I'm a person I'm a family, I got kids, and then I'm looking at the HRV, high spec 140K, 150K. Then you look at the Chery Omoda, they offer so many things. It's like it's very hard to not look at the Chinese cars. So,
Yeah.
and of course now X50, X70. Now, first of all, I think the X50 is a smaller car than the Omoda, correct? Correct me if I'm wrong. Is it true?
About
Smaller,
the
right?
same size lah.
About same lah. Actually, the way it's positioned now, the positioning is the pricing point is about the same. Plus minus, the size is about the same. What it brings to the table is that it's very modern. It looks like an Evoque. It looks like very much more atas lah, look wise. So I think that's what people are kind of drawn to because like anywhere you see X50, X70, it's all there. So it's more for the looks at this point, and also the gadgets. The car system. A lot of stuff there. Um, yeah, I think people are bored lah. That's how I see it. I don't think that anything extra on it. It just looks good when you look at the Cherry Motor. Because interior wise, Thomas, I really feel that the Proton's high spec variant has way better quality interior than a Cherry Motor. This is my personal feeling. The
Really?
quality of material, my feeling lah. But the layperson see a Cherry Motor, they say, wow, looks very modern. Wow, crystal, this, crystal, that. But if you look at the material itself, it is not really crystal. It's not really aluminum. It's plastic, So it looks fantastic, but I think the build quality is better than the Proton. So depends what kind of person you are at the end of the day, Bling bling, or you want something that's like they thought about robustness. Geely, I think, is fantastic for long-term thinking. They're both China's car. End of the day, they're both China market cars. Why is the Geely's car done in a way and Cherry done in a different way? Because different mentality, different mind thought. I think that Geely is about the long run versus Cherry.
I really like. I mean, I don't have any much opinion about this, but I think in the small SUV category, one of my favorites actually is not the Chinese. Actually, I like the Subaru lah. XVs.
But interior is shit, bro.
Exactly.
You see, that's the thing. How many people out there can harness the car's power to 50%?
No, I
You go
mean,
100%.
I like the way the car rides. It feels very safe.
Yeah, I understand. But
Highway, it feels very safe.
But that is when you drive the car up to 50% and above. How many
No
people
lah, I mean,
out
like,
there?
this is just like driving on turning left, turning right, going on highway, all this. The driving feels very nice, right? I think lah. That's but the
No, I agree.
XP crap in the boot space. The boot space is crap, right? But whereas the X50 and the Omoda has a very nice boot space, rear seats, everything, and the tech is really nice. Yeah.
The way I see this is that I was thinking, like why would somebody buy, let's say, like back in the days let's name a very shitty car back then, like a Kia Cephia, like a very shitty car back then, like one of the worst. Like I'm going very back.
Hey guys, if you know what's the
Those
Kia Cephia, please type in the chat if you know what's the Kia
Oh
Cephia.
my god,
Oh
it's the
my
most shittiest
god.
car you can think of. Bro, you can buy a Kia Cephia now for like 1,000 ringgit or 1,500. Cannot sell also. That's how bad it is. But when it
Oh
first
my
came
god.
out, I remember back in 97, I believe. I don't know.
You're talking about which one? The one with the square headlights or the double?
This one, the one, the brown color. Okay, when it first came out, I remember it was the cheapest non-Malaysian car you can get.
Oh my
That's how I was
god.
marketed before. So before this, like you could not before there was no other cars, bro. You buy a Honda or Toyota, and that's about it. No other cars in Malaysia. So the cheapest non-Malaysian car, and people bought lots of it. Loads they bought of it, and then after a while it broke down. Issue after issues, and so I think it's more of people want variety, lah. I mean, and
Yeah.
people not everybody push the car to the max to understand the car's limits, what it can do. So yeah, I understand someone fanciness look good, so to each their own lah.
Mm.
Mm.
So you
What's a
want to be
bad
a
car, bro?
Alza or 2010 or Suzuki SX4?
I The SX4 drives brilliantly, but
Mm.
parts are crazy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh bro, I tell you, water pump on the car. All the stuff on the car is expensive lah, bro.
Because we don't have a good supply of parts over here. So
Ah,
yeah, I heard the upkeep of Suzuki's Kizashi SS4 they share a lot of parts. It's not cheap.
upkeep is,
Oh, not
I mean
cheap
like
way.
upkeep is nothing much, like servicing all okay, but it's like all the coil packs and this and that. Wow, like really, but it drives nice. It's a beautiful car, and like for usability, all that is fine. But I think also it's much cheaper car. How much is it? I see it's about 9K, 10K. Yeah, no way is that much like, you can get much cheaper for 2 or 12, I'm sure. So value wise, it's fantastic. I think the Suzuki SX4 drives better interior, better build quality, better engine, better in every conceivable way against the Alza.
Agreed.
But the Alza, when you resell, the value will still be there.
Yeah. That's why
2010
Indian
Alza is now how
Alpha,
many years now? 14 years old, is it?
yeah,
14-year-old
it's
Alza.
fetching more money than the SX4. Remember, Alza was cheaper, brand new than the SX4.
Yeah, it's worth nothing. So it's like again, Key Seng Chong is like, what are you using it for? If you're using it just to fetch your kids, go here, come back here and there, I think yeah, and then for a few years you use and sell, okay lah. But you want to keep the car something, you want to go long distance and traveling and stuff, yeah, maybe the SX4. And SX4 is still smaller, I believe, compared to the Alza. It
Yes,
is a
it's smaller.
smaller
Definitely,
car,
definitely
It's a
smaller.
5-seater
and
SX4.
yeah, and if you're going for this kind of range, I would say, if you really want Suzuki, just go for Swift lah.
Yeah.
Honestly, at least you have the cool factor. You can go for driving, you can push hard, you go for passa, come back. You will tend to take out more compared to the SX4.
It's a nice kind of SS4.
Oh, it's nice.
It is.
My friend had the car. I drove the car before. It's nice. It's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I drove one recently also. It's a very well put together car.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah. Someone came once for 2G in SS4. so
Yeah, it handles okay.
handles very well. Okay. Joe. Hey, yeah.
1.4. Jetta 1.4.
Okay, I'll read for those who are listening in. Was considering a A3 1.4. So Audi A3. So looking at Audi A3 1.4, a Jetta facelift 1.4 Highline. So again, an Audi or a Jetta, similar engine, both from 16 to 18, pricing around 40-50K. So the only question is now Audi versus Volkswagen. What do you get? To me, the answer is always the Audi because it's better build quality. But as an alternative, would you consider the 1 Series or the 308 instead? For to save your time, let's just skip the 308 and compare the 1 Series against this Audi versus Passat.
I would say I would consider a 120i M Sport probably drives the best. In terms of fun to drive. But the rear seats are almost unusable.
Very upright, right?
It's only upright, but because because it's rear-wheel drive and you sit very near to the shocks, you feel a lot of the rear passenger feels the road more than you lah, more than the driver.
Yum.
Yeah, but I had a 1 Series and I love that car. It drives like a coupe when it's like a hatchback, you know. Yeah, I would pick the 1 Series, although it's a Prince engine, but get the facelift lah, the less problem. But if you want to go the VAG, I agree with Thana, go for the A3 lah. The interior at least is
Yeah.
nice. The Jetta, I mean, it's not even close. The A3 is like, is the Jetta's interior is like everything's hard plastic.
The Jetta, was it Jetta? It was made in India.
No,
Really?
that was the Vento, the Polo sedan.
Vento.
Ah.
Yeah.
Jetta was
But
KD.
Tana and Con, is this the engine that has a lot of problems as well?
Yes.
No, facelift would be the single turbo, so it is less problematic.
Or
problematic one was
the
the
twin charge
pre-faced.
is the problem, right?
Yeah. But that being said, between the Jetta 1.4 and the A3 1.4, the Jetta one is a higher state of tune. It's about 150 horsepower one, whereas the A3 is 120 horsepower, although it's the
Oh.
same engine.
Ah, okay. But I mean, if it comes to interior, of course, the Audi. If the price is not much different, right, I'll pick the
Yeah.
Audi's interior. Lah.
Yeah.
No fight. Lah. Yeah.
They're about the same lah. So I'll just
And of course, if you roll up in the Audi, it's not different than rolling out in the Volkswagen, right? You know.
it's way different.
Look at that. It still looks good, What? Man.
In fact, I told what do you call this Rachel to get, to get the
The
A3
A3, right?
Is this Walter de Silvia's work or
after.
after lah? But man, look at that, man. It still looks relevant today. Yeah, it looks good. It looks good. Yeah. So
I mean, it's inspired from that lah, from the era. It began in 2013. It's definitely from his look lah.
Wow, so cheap now. 40,000.
Yeah, it's cheap.
Man. But yeah, Joe, I will pick the Audi. If it's between these two, but if I get to choose the 1 Series, I take the 1 Series 120i lah.
I would go for the 1.8 Quattro
Oh yes.
instead. I mean, if you're going to go for Audi, just
Get a Quattro lah.
Get a Quattro lah.
Yeah, bro, you find a 1.8, offer a 1.4 price. Right?
Sorry.
Some dealers desperate to take your deal.
Sorry, I stand corrected. A4, I'll go for Quattro. A3, I'll get the non-Quattro. There's a 1.8 non-Quattro.
Wait,
Right,
is
what?
that how much is the Chia? Can
You know,
check?
you know why?
A4,
You know why? I tell you
A4.
why. Tell you why. Because the A3 is a golf platform.
Yes.
So somehow on the Quattro, I don't know the Quattro before, it doesn't feel it's okay, but something about it doesn't have that that long sedan Quattro feel to it lah. So I always like the A4 Quattro compared to the A3 Quattro, and if you're going for the Quattro, get the A4 instead. It's just a better car, bigger and all that. If A3, I think the non-Quattro is nicer to drive.
Hey, how about a A4? Could you get an A4 with the price for a 2016 A4?
Yes, 50K can get.
Can man?
I'm sure can get 50,000.
B8.5 or B8?
不知道，
不知道啊。
不知道。
I mean,
See?
okay, first and foremost, I think the A4 is a better riding car because it's a slightly bigger platform.
Yeah.
But the seats are more usable. The A3 seats are the rear seats are almost unusable.
But A3 is nimble, bro. A3 because it's
Yes.
on the platform of the A3 is exactly a
It's
golf
a
lah.
golf platform.
Bro, the A3 is so nimble. It's like shit. What do I get into? But the A4 is nice lah, proper car, big space, all that. Like.
Is this the one with the makan minyak issue? This car?
All these cars in the 2.0 had that issue. The 1.8 not as much. 1.8 is not as much for some reason. Yeah, 1.8 had other issues with the gearbox.
I see.
Passat and stuff
The
like
dry clutch gearbox.
Correct.
Okay. But yeah, I mean, come back to this question. I mean, I pick Audi if you can get an Audi, right?
Better gearbox.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. Clarence. Okay. Chiang, you can pick. No problem. Recently had problems with my CLA 45.
Normal price, right? It's normal price.
Bro, how much now? CLA 45?
I think
it's dropped a lot.
180K for the 2015, the first model. Yeah, I think it's normal, lah, bro. Yeah,
Uh,
it doesn't surprise me for the price, bro.
mm. Okay,
Yeah,
fuel pump. Okay, I'll give you an estimate. What they quoted you, Clarence, could have been the fuel pump and the fuel sender.
and then plus
Okay,
labor. Yeah.
and labor.
Hmm.
So fuel pump alone, I expect it to be about 2,000 plus for, and then the sender about another 1,000 plus, and then labor is about 500 bucks. It's reasonable. But maybe what they're quoting you is the fuel pump and the sender. Just check out what it is for. If it's
Hmm.
only the fuel pump, then you can ask him, is there any other German alternatives? Then you go for that, like,
Mm.
Mm.
Okay.
Come.
All right. Hey, so many questions. Let's skip to the forward ones. All right.
Volkswagen versus
Okay, I
Kia.
got this one. Okay, WRX S4 2016 or new Civic FE. Both using CVT, which one better choice?
E- Uh, how
Yeah.
to choose Civic FE? I mean, if you can afford WRX, of course WRX law.
Hey, but interior, the Civic FE nice,
Ah, yeah,
nice.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
You
Interior
cannot
Civic
fight
FE.
lah. You know, the WRX is like that scratchy plastic, everything.
Yeah.
WRX is like Japanese cars from 10 years ago, still minion standard.
Yeah. And of course, not to mention the rear seat space, the Civic FE is
Oh, yeah.
plenty abundant. Yeah. Yeah. So, Con, which one would you choose?
WRX law.
Because you want
But
the
it's like a no-win scenario lah, because if given a choice, I wouldn't want a CVT.
but Subaru CVT is not bad.
A Subaru CVT is not bad. But yeah, between there's Civic FE, WRX, right?
Oh, it's cooler, right? The big scoop,
WRX,
the big scoop in front there, it's a big
yeah,
scoop,
yeah. It may betray my age to choose WRX, but it's a WRX.
And you
Yeah.
know what? If you have kids in your life, what's your name? By the way, I don't know what your name is. Rakira X. No, let them experience a bit of less luxury in the back. Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah, I guess, right? Right?
I might actually go for, in this case, go for the Civic lah. I do like the Civic, honestly, the way it's put together. I think it's um yeah, it's okay lah. It's
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Uh,
You pick a question, right?
Ki Sing Chong again asked question. Second question for the day. Thoughts on the 204 Hyundai Accent 1.5, reliable, trustworthy? No,
Don't buy. Okay. Good.
don't buy.
Okay. Next question. Hi, just
Evoque.
B8. 2.0 turbo compared to my previous X70 car, feel very efficient, very comfortable. Thanks for your advice. Oh, congrats.
Congrats.
And I'm glad that we're able to help you, Bala.
Yeah.
Right. So
And Bala, you will notice that a lot of it is actually on how you drive. See, turbo cars can be very fuel efficient depending how you drive. The moment you think that to drive the car, you must fully always press the oil, and that's how you go, and you rethink about how you drive the car, you'll notice that you can even drive even more fuel efficient.
Mhm. Okay, currently driving a 718 Cayman that's daily, planning to upgrade. 300K to 400K budget. Comfort performance during daily driving, reliability also important. I mean, your Cayman is already known for all of this that you want.
so what are you looking for?
Yeah, give us more context, like what do you use it for?
Yeah.
Pick up kids, whatever, are you married? Are you single? Are you looking
SUV,
for a girlfriend? Are you
are you
what
looking for
what is,
bigger ground
are
tourer?
you a insurance agent looking to upscale your your presence? Give us
Mm,
some context, lah.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, but if you want comfort, right? I got just a suggestion for you.
What,
Get an E-Class coupe or E-Class convertible.
bro? He had a 718 Cayman,
We know
and
of one
No,
of
no,
our
no,
friends
look at
who's
this
selling
question.
a
I like
very good
comfort
convertible.
and performance daily, right? Comfort. Maybe he wants something more comfortable. I don't know. I'm just thinking. If he
We do
doesn't,
know of one.
but I feel the E class is nowhere as comfortable as a 5 Series.
It's
It's
not.
me. It's
E-Class,
no. You
but
can't tell me. You can't tell me what to call. I mean, to be in a nice cabin, I agree. The Mercedes can be a nice cabin place to be, but all this people say about, oh, Mercedes. It's a
no,
thought.
no,
It's a
no, no, Tana. What I'm saying is E-Class coupe or E-Class convertible. right?
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah, yeah.
But you know, the thing is, we are so mentally trained. Mercedes equals comfort. But
I know. But the point I'm saying is that I think if you went into a Mercedes E-Class, although it doesn't drive as sharp as a Cayman, right, you will feel a entirely different driving experience.
no, no, not that. I'm saying that a BMW 5 Series, in my opinion, is more comfortable and more performance
Oh,
than
definitely,
yeah.
definitely.
That's what I'm saying. People have the conception of the Mercedes is comfortable. But if you compare back to back, I mean, go to any showroom today. I challenge anybody out there. Go to a showroom today. Drive a brand new E-Class, brand new 5 Series. The 5 Series is way more comfortable than the E-Class. I can put dollar on the table. Blind test. Really.
I agree with you. But I'm
Mm.
talking about a coupe, which is more lifestyle, right?
The actually, to be honest, the E Coupe, right, is I feel is built to and engineered to a higher standard than the
Yeah.
sedan.
Coupe is different lah.
Feels that way.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I think okay, my suspicion is Pyro is getting a bit bored of his Cayman, right? Because
Mm.
Get a Boxster.
he doesn't sound like he's a morning drive kind of kaki. He drives it daily anywhere. I think if you are that kind of guy, I suspect you are, Pyro, then get an E-Class convertible.
Yeah.
It's special if it is convertible. I think one of our Evo Club members he's selling his
Yeah.
E-Class, beautiful green color. The green color is beautiful, and then got gold rims.
Mm.
Chiang, can you find it? It was one of
Okay.
the few
Pyro
that-
give us some context now. He say he's, can you select that, Chia? His contact, his comment.
ah no
He's
children.
married with no kids.
Yes, go. Buy
911.
911.
Better, bro.
911,
Better.
no,
Go. 911.2.
Ah,
Buy one. Okay,
ah,
done. Okay.
done.
no question.
It's a good idea. It's a fantastic 991.2 is
Mm.
very comfortable to daily every day drive
You see,
around.
Batu says the price is more comfortable. Yes.
Oh, no question.
Yeah.
No
It's
question.
a it's this programming that Mercedes has done that the
Uh,
Mercedes is more
Pyro,
comfortable.
Pyro, if you're not going to whack your car, mountain roads, all of that, all right. I think you can give away the whole 911 thing. Get yourself an E-Class convertible. It's amazing. It's beautiful. It's comfortable. You drive around, and then occasionally you can cruise with the top down after work at night. Yeah. So
Okay.
so I would like that. Yeah.
Okay. Let's answer this one. This is a very quick one. If depreciation wasn't an issue, which one's more fun and suitable for weekend or daily? A Boxster or
Are
a
you
Z?
talking about 718 or you're talking about the 981?
Yeah.
Um, M40i, he's probably talking about a 718 lah.
Hmm.
Mm.
The M40 has the better engine for sure.
The
Uh,
B58 is a superior engine to the Boxer's 2.5.
yeah, but it's not bad. It's also fast. It's probably one of the fastest.
Chassis better is 718S.
Yeah,
Okay.
only the sound lah. I mean, to be give credit to 718, the sound is a bit annoying, but and it can be better with a nice exhaust system, but it's still a fast car. It's still
Yeah.
fantastic chassis. It's fantastic
However,
capability.
I will still pick the Z4.
I'll pick the Boxster
I'll pick the Z4.
because the Z4, um, it just I don't know.
Okay, I don't think when you say fun to drive, okay, Boxsters have okay, if you ever drive Boxsters, especially the modern ones, right, they don't like to be driven they like to be driven in a smooth way. If you drive it smoothly, the car is fantastic, right? But when you want to drive like a hooligan, right, the BMW cars have a tendency to let you drive it like a hooligan, you know. So I think for me, for Thomas, kind of fun. I think the Z4 is also quite fun. You can tuck the tail out, you can
Bro,
do out
bro,
nonsense.
I drive like a hooligan with my Boxster, bro. I'm the oldest Boxster around.
Not to say that you cannot drive like a hooligan, because I think it doesn't reward you. The drive it rewards you when you drive it smoothly. This is my opinion of
I've seen a lot of Boxsters stock and modded. My opinion is that BMW try very hard to make their engine feel like a performance car. And
Hey,
they try to give the performance in their car. The turbo lag is less. They do all that stuff. Boxster, Porsche on the other hand, try as much as possible to make it feel like an NA to to downplay the power. So when all the guys with the same car, they mod the car, the Boxsters, they decap the car, they put you in the car feels epic. But as a stock car, the Boxster is a bit shitty.
Hmm.
Cross generation.
S
And one,
718S, I disagree. 718S is very good stock. It's extremely good stock. It's
No,
better than the Spider.
I understand, but what I'm saying is like if you compare that, it's like they've tried very hard to pull back. They're like, hey, I want to make you feel that engagement. They pull back, pull back. But when you mod the cars, the Boxster is mental, bro. It's mental.
Yeah.
Mod it once. Yeah.
Okay, put this way. Okay, Ethan, the better car objectively is Boxster S. No need to talk about. Objectively means you put emotion out of the way. The Boxster S is a better car. Mid-engine, is so good. Okay, but the Z4 M40i, the engine is better. But honestly, the B58 is a freaking brilliant engine, right?
Yeah.
The way it delivers power, you will not believe it. Like the bottom to top, it just pulls and pulls and pulls. You're just wondering, is a single scroll, I mean, it's twin scroll, single turbo. Like you cannot believe how good the B58 is, right? Yeah, but so in engine department, the Z4 wins, but as a package altogether, performance objectively, Boxster wins.
Chassis, handling,
No fight,
braking,
no fight.
everything put together. And the only thing where the Boxster kind of pulls back, my point is that what the engineers in Porsche pull back for you because they don't give you the extra stuff. And when you mod the car, it's even mental than what it is. So
But you know what? The Z4, so many boxes around the Z4 look so special.
don't care about people. It's about you. I mean, all of us. Like if you say, let's say in your lifetime, Ethan, you grow up. It's like dad. Like dad say, dad. The son asked, Dad, what car you had when you were in 30s? Well, I had two options. I could have bought a BMW or I bought a Porsche, but I bought a BMW.
Okay.
And the son said,
It's like,
Dad.
Ethan, if you never owned a Boxster before, go for the Boxster.
Yeah,
Okay?
exactly.
Let us go for Boxster because you can tell people I bought a box.
Exactly.
I bought the Porsche. Okay, so go for it. If you never owned a Boxster, but if you're someone like me who really own Porsche,
Yeah.
the Z4 is a very good choice.
Yeah, correct. I understand.
All right, cool.
Hey, by the way, sorry guys, just me and Thomas just playing around. I'm just playing around. Yeah, going back and forth.
This is fun, ma. Like
This is
that,
fun.
different opinions, only fun, ma. If every show we all have the same opinion, then it's boring.
Correct.
And not fun.
Yeah. Where's the fun in that? Okay.
Exactly.
Okay. Okay. Boxster feels better. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Who's this? This is question. Okay. Supra, good to have. Okay. I recently had the fortune to drive a Supra manual. I hate the car.
Manual.
I hate the
Yeah.
car.
Manual.
Yes, I hate the car. Okay.
Oh.
I just think that it's over exaggerated. Maybe it's maybe I have a different opinion and taste about cars. I think it's over exaggerated. The ergonomics is crap. I keep hitting my head when I enter and exit the car. There are a lot of body panels that doesn't make sense. It's like why do you have this body panel? But when you start driving it, it's like, man, this BMW engine is good.
But in
So no
mitigation,
wonder.
in mitigation, the car that Thomas is having is the media car. It's the manual Supra. So that car has received
Yeah.
some abuse.
But I mean, I look at the look of the car. I can tell you something. I praise Toyota Supra for building a very good looking exterior car. When I say good looking, very commercial. It's like it's so different. You park this next to an M2. You look at the M2, it's like it looks like a 3 Series. And then look at the Supra, it's like, oh my god, look at it. It's such a toy. The way the front dips down and the way the aggressive lines and curve. Hats off to Toyota's design. But for me, I cannot solo it. Not for me. I can't be. I cannot own this car. But yeah, Chai Chin Hong, the driving dynamics of the car is very good. I mean, it's BMW. I mean, sorry, Toyota, but it's a BMW. You know. Yeah, good to have. Yeah, if you can afford a Supra, go for Supra. It's a good car for its price. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
What do you do for a living, Thomas, Thana? We are all jobless.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, if
True, right? True.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
you're jobless, yeah.
Yeah, we just babble on YouTube.
Yeah.
Okay. Question. Let me see. What other questions do we have? Oh, Lexus
NX 300 219. versus Harrier 21. I have no idea about this. Con, over to you.
I think they are both. They are. To me, I rank them as same level choices.
The NX is not. Sometimes I feel the NX doesn't have a Lexus experience to it. I don't know.
NX is smaller lah than the Harrier, even though it's the same.
It's like the CT200H. You know the CT200H?
Ah, yes.
Doesn't feel Lexus to me.
But
It doesn't feel
NX
Lexus to me.
has the advantage of a better powertrain than the CT200H.
Okay, would you call it like, back then they had the Harrier, and the so it was like Harrier and the Lexus version of it. Like, hey, they but it's a rebadge. It feels more like a rebadge Toyota than anything else. The rebadgeness is very, very obvious in the
But
NX.
when you go into a GS, then you wouldn't feel a rebatch exercise.
Correct. So some Lexus feels like it's truly a Lexus. Some
Correct.
Lexus feels like it's a rebadge Toyota. So
I think the Lexus NX300 doesn't feel special enough for me. But
Yeah.
but of course, if you look at the badge and the way it rolls out on the Porsche, of course the Lexus is the Lexus right? Yeah. Okay.
mm.
I think it's really up to you. Which one you will pick.
I just understood his name after all this time.
Holy
Oh,
It took me a while to understand. It's the meme. There's a meme around it. That's why. Okay.
holy fuck!
Current gen Supra has a really bad rear bump steer. Think about get your suspension done with
yes, you know what? There's one thing I started to notice. The rear axle suspension is so harsh, right? And you sit closer to the rear, and then you start feeling all of it, right?
Yep.
I start to notice when I go through bumps, I jump with the car, right? I feel like I'm going up and down with the car. I don't think it's the most well.
I think it's a borrowed suspension from BMW that came here, and I think that's why with the panels and the weight distribution, it just doesn't feel.
I think the Supra is lacking something that I like about the M2 Com. The M2 Com they upgrade, they redid the rear suspension. They put a rose joint, right? And the way how the rose joint works is that it absorbs the bumps better. So even though it's a slightly stiffer car, but the way it handles bumps is more you feel the tire touching the ground all the time, right? The Supra has a way of throwing you around the bumps, which is something I hate about the M2, right? The M2 is a brilliant engine, but I don't like the rear axle. It likes to skip and jump around bumps, and the Supra seems to have the same behavior, But yeah, I mean, that's the challenge, of the Supra. Yeah, I don't think the suspension is that talented, Yeah, it's good, but not talented,
Yeah,
Anyways,
it needs talent behind the wheels, like Thomas Yap.
No, I think like some car makers, for example, like I don't know, I give you an example like Red Dog, right? Or perhaps like Alpine. I speak of Alpine. It's an extremely talented suspension, right? It can be pliant yet be very sporty. Yeah. I don't know about 2.0. I've driven the 3.0. I think the 3.0 is quite suitable for its chassis. I don't think the 2.0 will be as nice to drive as the 3.0. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. No, I think a lot of questions over here, but I think we answered most of them. We have a quick fire one. Reliable or not, Audi TT?
Depend on what generation.
The latest gen, the last gen, reliable?
Yes, reliable.
Okay, but the first gen?
Highly unreliable.
Second gen?
Quite bad also.
Okay, Kelvin, you got your answer. Okay, all right, okay. Quick one. Okay, 408. Any competitor? Okay, price range. First of all, I think it's a gorgeous look. It's so gorgeous. Amazing.
It's a bit of it's like the Arteon of its segment, I call it.
Hey, yeah, you're right. Yeah, it's good looking. Yeah, outlier, good looking. Any competitors? Okay, first of all, is there any other station wagon / No, right? There's not even a competition out there.
No.
right? For his price.
It's a pretty unique form factor in its segment.
Mm. Okay, what would be his natural competition for his price range?
I really can't think of any. I
That's the thing,
can't.
right? There's no real competition, right? I
Like,
can't think of one.
mm,
It's like they just completely gone sideways in
yeah.
like their own
I mean,
category. Right?
unless if Honda sells the Civic hatchback here, that would be the closest lah I
Mm.
can think of.
I think it's gorgeous. I think yeah, 488 is a really good car, right? So you can afford it and you like it and you love it, go and buy it, right?
Yep.
Just own one of it, right? Yeah. Yeah, if you really love one, right? Okay. Okay. 991.2, 400K can get. I think 2016 you can get slightly above 400K.
Huh? 1.2 hit 400K already.
Talking about the non-S lah, the base spec.
Mm.
I think you can get one. Yeah.
0.1 okay lah. I'm not sure of 0.2 lah.
0.2, now 1.2. Yeah. Okay. Quick one over here. What opinions about F30 LCI 318i? Hand me down from your dad.
Hand me down, don't complain, just take.
Dude, you get a freaking BMW from your dad, right? Take it.
Take it. We won't recommend that you buy, but it's a hand me down,
Yeah.
so take it.
My recommendation is um, sell it and buy a 320 because depending what year it is, and it's a 318. Sometimes there's some value to it, lah, so you might be able to kind of do a deal.
Hey, if first of all, maybe if Inori gets the same color and then he remove the badge and then he
That-
just bring back the
yeah,
new car,
yeah.
the dad wouldn't know,
You see,
right?
318 47K. And if you go older, let's say a 2013 2.0 N20 engine, some nice conditions one, it's also about 50K. So yeah, suka sama suka, never know.
Better engine, yeah, it's a better engine, yeah, yeah.
It's a stronger engine. N20 has got its demerit also, but you can find well conditioned cars and you'll be fine,
Wow, hey, look at this. Patrick Action has just
Congrats,
gotten
Patrick.
engine M340i.
Nice.
Okay,
M235.
M235i.
wow, congrats. Are you from Malaysia? I don't think it's from Malaysia lah. But
Yeah.
yes, I had a M340i, M3235i. I had the black color one with I bought the M Performance exhaust. I retrofitted, and it sounds amazing. So I had this exact car. Yeah, I love this car.
Oh, yeah. So
I
Inori
drove,
says it's a 219 B38. Yeah, the value should be very, very nice.
look at that. Back to a
Oh.
316i. Yeah, 316i. Yeah, that's I miss that car lah. I put on so many miles in that car.
Oh, Patrick is from Germany.
Germany.
Nice.
Hello.
Deutschland. Right. Nice. All right. Cool.
I remember this lah. This was the time I thought Thomas was selling something illicit because he came in purple hair. So
So I think I was dealing drugs and stuff.
no lah, not drugs lah. So my wife and I had to stop. So you are either a Taiwan pop star, came to Malaysia because you're very like on your own, never talk to anybody, like a pop star, rock idol, come there to Malaysia, or you're like some crypto stuff,
Hey, 2018 where got crypto? Hey, actually got crypto.
God.
God.
Hush. You don't want people to know you're doing crypto, making money, So the kind of person,
Hey, in that time, 2019 in Europe,
If you did, oh my God.
actually, I was one of the best and also the worst trips I've done because I had food poisoning.
Remember?
All right, but it was very nice. That was my first exposure.
No one knew who you were. But they're all like, hey, where's that fella with the purple hair, purple or blue hair? Where's he gone to? And we had to track you down, call numbers and all that. Hey, you guys missing, you're scared. Bang was that time, right?
That was fun. That was fun. That Euro, yeah. Okay, quick one. What did I know for engine mountings, blah blah blah, carbon build
Okay.
up. Yeah.
18 known for engine mounting. Yeah, see the thing is the 318, oh my God, it's it's so hard to um, decipher what is the issue with the car because a lot of things can go wrong, like engine mountings to spark plugs to coil packs. Yeah, one of those things.
Okay, quick one over here. Santa Fe, yes.
Recon.
Why would you get a recon?
Use lah, right?
Okay,
Lah.
Shafiq, first and foremost, don't get a petrol engine. You'll regret it because number one, the car is lazy. Okay, number two is an old engine. Okay, number three, the car is heavy. You put that all together, the car is not going to be fun to drive. Not even nice to drive every day, and it's extremely fuel consumption. It's just the economy is bad. Okay.
Yeah.
Get the 2.0 diesel. 2.2.
You're still better off with the diesel, even at 335 per liter.
Yes.
One of the best diesel engine out there on an SUV must be the Hyundai and Santa Fe.
Oh, yeah.
Hyundai and Kia.
Easily.
That's
Easily.
diesel engine.
Yeah, skip Mazda. Mazda I don't like.
Mazda diesel engine is crap, man. I mean, the
Crap, it's horrible. I don't
and the consumption is
about it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like the worst of both worlds because
Like, if
it's
you want
not
to get
as good
a CX-5, right, you might as well just go for a petrol engine. Forget
yeah,
about
yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry to say. I mean, I know people say, "Oh, you can smell the exhaust of the diesel and it's totally fine," but I don't want to smell my diesel.
Yeah.
That's
Okay,
what
people,
I like about.
first of all, Eugene Chang, congrats on your Alfa Romeo.
Congrats.
So let's just read this question for those who are listening in.
Should I get a mini 5-door for the girlfriend, then can get a F430 or MX5 Moto for her, so can Judy for the weekend? But I need a 4-door car sports sedan. This is inclusive of Pedro. Pedro is his 4C. Okay, so here's a dilemma. Okay,
F430 lah.
no lah, Eugene, you got a 4C, and then MX5. I don't know.
Get the mini 5-door for your girlfriend, lor. Then you can get your
Yeah.
F430, ma. You said
Yeah, there's an
Oh,
F430 in the mix.
yeah, I will
right?
go for that.
you already Alpha already, MX5 Borasa liao already, lor.
Yeah, lor. Okay. Or because if you want to convert, he wants Alpha is to drive like a maniac, right? Because it's a 4C, right? Then maybe he can have a more comfortable drop top. So why don't you get a 4-seater drop top?
Hi.
All right, but I don't know whether the girlfriend like it or not lah. Maybe a 6 Series feels like an uncle car lah.
You see, he already say he can truly for the weekend. That means not to bring her along.
Eugene, go for the mini 5-door. Keep the girlfriend happy. Then get your 430 because it's epic.
Ayo, this one interesting. Azman says he's going to spend 80K to rebuild a 123. Should I spend towards a A2 T2 estate? Yes.
Yeah,
Don't-
unless your 123 is a coupe or a wagon, 80K is too much to spend on a 123 sedan because
Or you have a sentimental value to that.
yes,
Still no lah. I would say lah. You gotta be sensible lah.
I would spend 100 grand restoring my Discovery TD one.
But not everybody is Thomas.
No. What I mean is that if even if his money is not that, I mean, for example, I have a lot of memories in the car. My dad had 2 Discoveries, right? If I want to remember my dad, I will remember him either by the Nissan Safari. The car is bumpy as hell,
Yeah.
right? Or was the Discovery.
This is my thought about. Okay, this is my opinion about restoring cars for memories. And again, a lot of people come to corner myself to restore cars, and they say, "Oh, this is my dad's car, so car, whatever." Even Vern came to us with the 6 Series corner. Okay, and I told Vern the same thing also. If you're restoring a car for whatever the price it is, the car will outlive you. Correct? The car will outlive you. For it to outlive you, it must be a car that the fella after you want to keep. If you think the car that like a concept is a coupe, the person after you will also appreciate the car and will maintain the car. It's not how much you spend. But if it's a normal 123, no matter how much you spend on the car, high chances the fella after you may abuse it. And then it's all gone. So it has to be a car of certain pedigree for you to spend the kind of money to rebuild, because it's not about you, it's about the next person after you will appreciate the car.
You don't build the car for the next person. You build it
No, not for the next person. It's for the car to live on. It's for not the next person. The car must live on. The car must live on the next generation.
You make the car sound like a Patek Philippe.
No, 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 it is. It is. No, no. A car is living and breathing. I want the car to survive me and go to someone else to enjoy. My Boxster, once I'm done with it, I want someone else to enjoy the car and live on. But if my car was a crappy old car and is no matter what I do to the car is still a crappy old car,
Mm.
then next person get rid of oh, it's a crappy car, use it for pasa and all that, it's gone.
Yeah. So the thing is this: the Mercedes 123 4-door, right, is nowhere near 80K in terms of value, in terms of
Hmm.
value. So you must have a very strong why to spend 80K to rebuild this Mercedes 123.
100%.
Mm.
Yeah.
I'm not saying you shouldn't, but you must have a very, very strong why.
Yep.
Mm.
100%. Yeah.
Yep.
I think so too. But yeah, like me, if I want to keep a car that reminds me of my family, this is my dad, me, my family used to go to Lanjut Beach and then near Gerard. I mean, I don't know if you guys know where Lanjut Beach is on the east coast. Yeah, yeah. I would. I've been thinking about next year after I got in my mini, maybe another project would be building a Land Rover,
Wow, sweet.
but putting a V6 crate engine or V8, maybe I can fit in a V8 Chevrolet engine in it. I don't know.
Oh,
I something more exciting than that diesel engine, um, that'd be pretty cool, but I want the color to be the green color, the dark green from Land Rover, you know, yeah. The Chinese always call it the dark shade green, the ngap si
Mm.
cheng,
Mm.
yeah.
Because
That's
if you see like Thomas, what Thomas doing is he's rebuilding the car to a point that car can be driven hard and he will enjoy the car. So and it becomes a unicorn by itself. So in those cases, it's fine. Someone else will also enjoy it and they keep it live and it'll go on, But it's going to be a let's say it was a same engine, the same what it was. Then sentimental is you know it's up in
but
the air.
Azman also says here, he really wanted the GTO though, so go for the GTO lah.
Yeah.
go with GTO lah. But
Yeah.
you see, there you go, right? Cup sentimental to me. Just wanted the GTO though, right?
Make
But
it a
then,
turbo lah.
yeah. But
Get another
in
turbo.
this, actually, in this topic, I have a good friend who, um, he actually wanted to sell his W126. Actually, it's his grandfather's W126. And in my hometown, his grandfather was uh, one of the developers there, and he made it really big from being an ice cream man all the way to developer.
Wow.
He's a real entrepreneur.
Mm.
Um, and the W126 belongs to his grandfather because all the sons pull up money to buy the father a W126
True.
because he always wanted so it's super sentimental value. And then he at one point the car was a lot of problem, maintenance problem. Like 126 that big engine has a lot of problem. I told him, bro, you can afford to keep the car, keep it, restore it, keep it. And then I was so honored because before his wedding, I drove down to Segamat, my hometown, and I took his car because there's no good detailer in Segamat. I detailed the car for almost 14 hours. Right? I polished the car up, I dressed it up nicely, interior, exterior. I worked like hell. And then the next day, he drove the car for his wedding, And I told him it's like your grandfather is with you, for your wedding.
Mm.
Why I almost teared up, right?
Mm.
Just because my grandfather had a W126 also,
Mm.
Yeah. So when he drove his wife, in the car, picking up, I drove my E30, because naturally I want to bring a car in the same era. It was just amazing. He still drives the car. For him, it costs more. It costs more to maintain the car than to sell the car. But he still keeps it because now he remembers because he's taking over the family business. I told him this car is a family heirloom. It's not a car, it's a heirloom.
Yeah.
So there are some cars worth keeping, I think.
Mm.
I think But so I mean I know this nothing to do with Azman, but
Yeah.
I want to try to say this there's a sentimental value to the car because the exact same car belongs to the founder of this whole company, and his grandfather, Yeah. I mean, Lord knows, I mean, if I would love to own back the same car, the same W126 my grandfather had,
Mm.
Yeah, my grandfather was one of the few Segamat bosses who drove a 126.
Mm.
What I would give to find back the exact same car green color.
You got the number plate?
I forgot. I got to go find the pictures.
Find a picture. We can place it down.
Yeah, I
The
mean it's
global.
same green color W126.
That's not good enough. You must give me the number plate.
Chair, chair, no,
Yeah, correct. Spring there. Yeah. Don't get me wrong. I'm not pulling you down. Reason why I'm saying is because for majority of people out there who are not affluent, they restore cars. The cars become project cars and they become abandoned. And I'd be so heartsick for me to see those cars abandoned because they can't afford to finish them up.
Oh, you lose interest to finish it.
Exactly. A lot of them,
Like a
So
specific Alfa Romeo, which is
yeah.
pretty okay, but just looking for the next buyer.
Screw you lah. So another buyer, which is very good for me lah. But anyway, so the point is like be really sure because taking on a project is a lot of money, a lot of commitment. Be really
Yeah.
sure about it. It's easier said than done. If you think it's 80K means you should budget 100K because no one I've met or seen have kept in the budget for restoration. Thomas might smile now.
Okay, if you want to keep the car for long, right? You just rebuild the whole car. Just take everything apart, change everything, and just get it done one time. I learned this from LK. He has a beautiful Saab, right? He told me if you want to keep the car, just do the whole thing. That's what I did for my Mini, which is almost done lah. Okay.
Okay.
I think last question we go to where's my car lah. It's almost 10 o'clock already.
Okay, let's just go. So Raju has a question. Is it common for the rear pads to wear off faster than the front brake pads? 4-year-old Civic, Australian roads.
Normally, it's the front that wears out faster than the rear.
Depending also on certain models,
Depending.
like the Mini Countryman JCW, I noticed my rear pads go very fast.
Yeah.
Because they use the torque vectoring a lot to
Yeah.
manage the car. So and this is a common complaint with also Clubman JCWs of my generation.
Yeah.
So
BMWs also I noticed that the rear wear out faster. I would say there are a lot of technically they should wear out just about the same. I would suggest you to go and check your front absorbers. Check out your absorbers because let's say the front absorber is weak. What happens is the front will wear out faster. If the rear is weak, same thing happens because there's more play in the system. Start with that and go and see, and also check whether is it wearing out left and right unevenly. Could it be your caliper pins are jammed? Okay. It's going to be tense soon. Shall we go do it, Westmaka?
let's do it.
Let's do it.
Okay. While everyone is getting to do as guys scan the do as my car and hang and let's have some.
Yeah.
Thanks to 210 people joining us tonight. I know Bobby is not here. He's on the way to Australia, mate.
How do you guys set a budget for cars? How do you spend?
Yes, so I want to answer this question while we're waiting for more people to get on to do as my car. Only one person scan, guys, more people scan now. Come on now, 210 people watching. Come on. Okay, so quick one. Let's go round by round. Maybe I will start with Thana first. Thana, how do you budget without feeling guilty?
Earn the money, bro.
More money, okay. Right.
Go earn the money. Never worry about expenses. Worry about income. The moment you worry about your expenses, you'll never be able to spend them. But the moment you worry about the income, you find a way to achieve them. All the reverse. If you find a way to find an expense, you'll find a way to find the income for the expense.
True.
So like for example, look back on your biggest purchase in life. Most likely it's a house. When you bought your house, confirm, you can't afford the house and you bought the house. No one I know has bought a house that they can afford. They always bought a house that they can't afford. But then they'll find a way to somehow afford it, somehow find a way to pay it, and then on future income, whatever it is. Like what Thomas does, you can go and visit Thomas, and he has a side gig business you can do, and you can make few money on the side here. I mean, if you start thinking about building some small capital on the side, building equity, few $100 a month, whatever, you'd be surprised how much it can grow. So yeah, go check out Thomas if you want advice.
I agree with Thana, and thanks for the plug. But I also want to mention that I think a lot of people focus on expenses But unfortunately, expenses are a lot of things beyond control. You know,
Mm.
Rising costs, blah blah blah, so on and so forth. I guess if you always have an effort to increase your income, it will give you more peace of mind. But I think also another thing that I feel, so I don't feel guilty. I don't, first of all, I think a mental thing is that if you enjoy cars, don't be ashamed by it. Just enjoy it. Right? People spend money on golf. They spend money on computer games. They spend money on gadgets. If you like cars, spend on money on cars, lah. Right? That's number one. Number two is that at least for me, lah, my personal way of dealing with this is that I spend around 20% of what I earn every month on cars, but I also make sure that I invest 20% of my money so that I know that, okay, I also spend the equal amount of money to build my portfolio. Lah. Yeah, that's my opinion. Lah. And then the rest I save money. You'll be surprised. I'm also very frugal with other things like clothes. I don't give a damn what I wear. Like Uniqlo all the way. I wear, my watch is so old. My watch doesn't even work. I don't care. Like there are a lot of things I don't care, right? But my cars I care, lah. So I think Ethan, just be okay if you like cars, spending on the cars.
And also, I think you'd be surprised that um, today's market, like for example, when I was, or Thomas, when I was in my 20s, to have a decent car, it costs a lot of money. Today, for a decent car that's powerful, it's not that much. I mean, you talk about,
That's true.
yeah, and that's what we talked today all about, all in the whole sense today. Think about, for less than 20K, you could get like an old Swift, and it's so much fun to drive. So it's actually just an issue of what you're after, you know. Yeah,
Yeah,
you know.
that's true. Right. So yeah, so Tana shared a bit. I shared a bit. I know Con is being wrestled by his two daughters.
I believe with what Thomas, I subscribe to what Thomas says. Cap it to about 20% or 30% of your income to cover for your installments, your repairs, and all that, and you'll be fine. You don't have to feel guilty because it's well within what you earn.
Yep. And then you work on the other side, which what Tana said, work on your income, right? That one you can control, right? You can figure out how to earn more, right? Yeah. Okay. Trust Tana. Tana is a chartered accountant. No, he's a ex CFO or CFO, still CFO. I don't know. I never asked Tana. Sorry, Tana.
Okay, this
Right?
is familiar but with a different color.
Okay, Chiang is slowly ushering us to start do as my car. Hey, let's bring Chiang out. Yeah. When Bobby here, Bobby always bring Chiang out. Then why cannot bring Chiang out? Oh, yeah. Okay.
What the hell?
How come I cannot bring Chiang out?
Why?
Yeah, okay, hey, Chiang cannot. So Chiang is hinting for us to start our do as my car. Okay.
201 520 for 30K. Seriously.
Wow,
So much,
Ethan, 952 Hey, Con,
That's a lot of money.
really,
I like the fact that he advertised a 520 for 30K lah. I love this guy.
It's a lot of money, man.
Okay, what's next? Oh, it's a E90. No, it's a F.
Okay.
Then
Yeah. This is not market price lah.
Jiang, why you put this?
Yeah.
They're around the
Market
same price.
Uh,
It's not market price lah.
Around
Yeah.
same price.
Both
But-
both prices are not reasonable.
But that being said, right, for the same amount of money, which would you go for?
oh.
F10 lah.
Okay, if the E93 is a well kept car, then of course the E93 is a good caveat. Okay, but it's a 520i.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I definitely F10 lah. F10 is such a beautiful car.
Hey, only 8 people vote, guys. Come on, let's vote. I think
40 people are joining us on voting. I mean, the thing is, E39s are beautiful cars. I agree, but not it has to be a special car lah. Not many cars are at that level.
both cars are not extremely exciting.
This
Yeah.
specific E39 is not a 30K car lah.
And the 523i, that car is not the engine is and the car pairing is not the best, right?
It's the least desirable variant of the F10.
I will very sadly pick the E39.
I'll pick the F10.
523, I buy trouble, Mike.
Buying trouble. Buying trouble. Okay, so yep, take it from Mike as well. But Tana, must understand Tana likes a bit more pain, so he doesn't mind the fight.
I mean,
I'll go for the
the
E39.
pain is relative, lah. The 520, just the engine, what it gives you. It's a very high revving kind of experience driving the 520, the E39. The 523 interior is beautiful. It's still refined, so nice. Um, Driving slow and it's nice. Nothing wrong with the 523, in my opinion.
Yeah, why you pick this move this? This choice is horrible.
Yeah, horrible.
Okay, let's see. Okay, I think we're done. Okay, round number 2. What do we have? Ooh, it's a 370Z.
Or 370.
For a long time, I was thinking about this, but the Rotax, lah.
The V6 sounds nice, Like
Yeah,
it sounds
one of the
really nice.
best sounding V6 out there, lah.
There's like a whipping sound. It's so nice. Yeah, yeah.
48K.
He's-
Car King. I
You
really,
know,
don't
yeah,
I really don't understand why a lot of used car dealers like to advertise their car as Car King.
Tana, you shouldn't buy this. You look like a serious midlife crisis. Okay.
no, I'm not buying this. One thing is, I mean, back then, this was one of the cars I was looking at, lah. But just the Rotax, I just couldn't justify I mean, put it this way, the horsepower you get for this car and Rotax you pay, not justified, lah.
I think the maintenance is not cheap on this car.
Metal not cheap, spark plugs and all that, the power is also not that great on this car. But said that, this is a car that if you buy today, in 10 years, whatever, this car price will go up a lot.
Sure,
Because
no.
honestly, this is the only proper JDM sports car that hasn't gone up in value purely because of what? Rotax. That's all. Nothing else. This car can be modded to be fast, but it hasn't gone up because of the Rotax.
Hey, Keith Needell from the Fifth Gear loves this car for drift car.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a nice car. Rotax kills it. Simple as that.
Okay, what's next? Jiang, what do you have to compare with? It's a German car. No, another Mazda. A Mazda RX-8.
RX-8.
Oh.
I'll go for the RX-8 lah.
So I've had 3 RX-8 before in my life. I had 3 RX-8s.
Why?
And I wanted to buy the 350Z. I will probably get the 350Z just because it's a 2003, which means in 4 years you can apply for Class 6 status. Correct?
No.
The
RX-8 also sounds nice because
RX-8 value-wise it won't go up. RX-8 is a mass-produced car. It's a great car to buy to use today, but it's mass-produced for that price. Okay lah. I just had it lah. I've had it before. I love the car, but I've had it before. That's just me.
I don't know lah. I picked the RX-8.
RX-8 is basically a coupe version of MX-5 with much more higher revving engine and it's powerful. Sounds good, right?
Who been asking you how many engines have you gone through in 3 of your RX-8s?
None.
It's a myth, guys.
It's a myth.
Ah.
And okay, Wolfman, guess how much is it to do a full engine transplant check-in engine complete? Guess how much price?
10K?
5, bro.
Wow, serious?
That's all,
5
bro.
including labor.
Yes,
No lah, where got so cheap?
I'll give you a location.
Wow. Okay.
Because but the engine you trade in lah, basically the engine trade in, they will rebuild the engine there, no? So my point is they're so common of these cars, and people who are specialists in these cars, they will give you that price line. You can get it quite a cheap gun, because the engine is so small. It's the only car engine one person can carry it. It is so light, cheap, less than 10K, bro. Yeah. So you'd be surprised once you get into it. You'd be surprised how easy you can actually replace it. In fact, Batu says transported 2JZ into RX8. Wow, see, fantastic, bro. And
Yeah.
fantastic. Yeah.
Okay, come, let's go. What's
I
next?
think I've seen your car before, but
Who
I
won?
came to a Mazda
Who
event.
won
I
this
saw your
one?
car.
Jiang, who won? Who won? RX8 won.
RX8,
Okay,
yeah.
let's go. Next one.
Hmm.
Jiang, what's the next one? Ooh, it's a BMW 3 Series. Oh no, it's a Z4. Is it? What is it? Oh, 340.
Oh, M340i.
Sorry.
Why
Mm,
the rear is a Japan spec plate? Oh.
maybe they change it. Okay, versus what? I
i8.
I8. Oh.
M340i.
M340i for me also.
Yeah, lah.
The BVD is so good lah.
One's
But
a
these
hybrid.
two cars are the same price point now, huh?
Yeah.
One is loan boleh, one is loan susah.
The M340. Yeah. If you
One is 90% loan, one is 70% loan.
And how many years? How many years left?
Yeah,
You know?
i8 is 2015 or 2014.
How many years left?
maximum 5 to 6 years lah.
No lah, it's and hybrid and all that stuff put together, like, oh, it's just too much for me to handle lah.
I don't know. I really like the B58 engine. It's so good.
Yeah.
Ayo.
Apa ayo?
So Thana, what you pick?
M340i.
Right?
M340i for me also.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bro, it's a sports car with no sound, bro. It handles well, but
Well, I mean, my drive with the I was great. I mean, and they have no complaints. Like for what they can create with 1.5 is like amazing. The handling is great. The power delivery. But once you get to 150, 160 kilometers an hour, it's like, where's the power? Excuse me. Like, it's like for the way the car looks, right? It's like, but I guess if you're not driving that fast, you're driving below 120, the car feels rapid. Feels extremely rapid.
Then why buy a i8 lah? Then why buy a sports car?
Okay,
You have
I
the
tell you,
M340 on the other side.
cool. The I looks so cool. You park it next to a Aventador or Huracan. It belongs to the same, like, the looks is like it belongs.
Yeah, but then the guy will say, like, who invited this guy? It looks together like it matches the whole theme of the whole place. Then the guy said, "Hey, who the hell invited the i8 guy to come over?" So.
But I think, personal opinion, not reality. Okay, I think BMW did the i8 as a statement to the world that we can build hybrid cars.
Oh yes.
It's more of a marketing exercise and branding exercise more than actually a car creating exercise. I mean, don't get me wrong. I think they executed the car really well. But I think the purpose of this car is to tell the world that our 3 Series hybrid, see, we did it in the i8, we can do it in the 3 Series hybrid. We can do it in the 5 Series hybrid, right? Or 7 Series for that matter. That's when the 330E, 530E all pop up lah. Yeah. But yeah, I wouldn't think an engine swap is needed. Tribe X, Speed Tribe X. I think the car is suitable for its, the drivetrain. It's meant for what it's supposed to be. Yeah.
I just Google up i8 engine swap engine option, and then the drive came out. Option number 1, let's put a LFA engine inside.
First of all, you got to source the LFA engine, right?
then let's LS swap it. So yeah, it's quite a difficult car to do an engine swap for.
I think it drives really well. BMW don't make a lot of mid, and then you don't make any mid-engine cars, but it drives well. I mean, the impression was like, wow, these guys are good, man. Like, yeah.
Imagine if you put like a B58 engine inside there. Oh, yo.
But with the same 350K, I mean, I will get a Boxster, lah, or,
I'll get an 8 series, bro.
8 Series, right? Yeah. Yeah. But the M340i is so good, lah. The car is so good. It's
It's
just
a weapon.
like if there's only one car you have in your garage, right? The M340i is like you can do everything. Can fetch your mom, can fetch your kids, can go holiday, can go Toge, can go Sepang. Albeit not the best in Sepang lah, but you can still drive it in
Yeah.
Sepang lah.
Speed
Yeah.
Track is asking, can do engine swap. I'm thinking about it now. Now that you taught me, made me thinking.
Can fit or
I'm thinking about it. It's not that easy, lah. Not that easy.
Can fit or not? That's
No.
the thing.
Not easy.
I think the i8 engine is transverse mounted
The
one.
S55 engine is not small, and there's so much cooling that goes in the
Yeah.
engine.
Mm.
Yeah. The engine needs a lot of cooling, The M2 Com, I noticed a lot of cooling system for the car.
Mm.
But the cooling system for the M3 for the M2 competition is really expensive. It's good, It's good, Can take a lot of abuse, the car.
I think a newer B40 engine is small enough. Can probably try to shimmy that in, make it hybrid, work out something. Probably be something like it behave like a T3OE, then the gearbox issue. Not easy, lah. Not easy.
It's running a 6-speed, the gearbox.
Yeah.
But I think for what it matters, actually it's a pretty good car for its 1.5 and hybrid. It's good.
The easiest way to engine swap this is you know what? Tesla swap.
Just let it be. It's a good car as it is.
Tesla swap, bro.
It's a good car as it is.
Model 3. Model 3.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I think done already.
Yeah.
All right. Guys,
Speedfest.
we have Speedfest coming up next month, 13th of July, 14th of July is a weekend. You can pay to have your cars being shown over there, displayed. You can find the details online. We're going to be there. I'm going to be there myself, right? I think one of the days I'm going to be there. I'm going to see if I can bring my Mini there, on time. Yeah. But yeah, come and experience Speedfest, right? Get your tickets, bookmark your calendars, come to Speedfest. And I believe, right, Jiang, is it true? Are we going to announce Evo Enduro during Speedfest? Jiang?
Yes, Sunday afternoon.
Yes, Sunday afternoon, guys. We're going to announce Evo Enduro.
And
so yeah, please come. Okay. Speedfest, Evo Enduro. I've been planning the trip with Jiang, so it's going to be an epic trip, right? We're going to also do it in conjunction with Das Traffen. Okay, for those of you who never been to Das Traffen, it's an event worth visiting. An amazing collection up in Thailand. Community is amazing. I particularly love the overland selection, right? The more than all the other Porsche selection, the overland selection, right? Das Traffen. Okay, so we're gonna do Evo Enduro coincide with Das Traffen this year. I believe it's 15th of December. Das Traffen. Okay, so yeah, come to Speedfest, guys. Anything else, Jiang?
That's all.
That's all. Sunday, if you're going to Luftwasser, I'll see you there. What else?
I see you guys in Luftwasser. I'll be there. I'll make a shot.
If you're up north in Penang, I think there's a Juru Auto City Auto Fest somewhere in Juru in Penang happening this weekend as well. My Alpine is going to be there, and then I'm going to be in KL.
Wow.
Yeah, so kind of a split, Okay. Thank you guys for tuning in tonight. Thank you, Thana. Thank you, Con. It was fun. Haven't been on the show for a while.
Yeah.
Japan is amazing, guys.
Bye.
If you have the ability to go to Japan and drive, the roads are amazing, scenery is beautiful, food is amazing. Right, go Japan, guys. And the only thing you have to prepare is not the car rental is expensive; it's the toll charges are extremely expensive. Bro, 5 days. Go, bro. Okay, Tana, I drove around 800 km. Okay, how much do you think I spent on toll charges?
Okay, 800 km. I'll say every 100 km, let's say Worst case scenario lah. Worst case scenario maybe about $100. Worst case maybe $800 per total lah.
Bro.
Worst case scenario. Like, this is very high lah.
I spent almost 500 ringgit on toll charges alone.
This is worst case lah. It's really high lah.
Toll charges are not cheap in Japan.
But 500 okay, well, I'll pay for it. No problem lah.
I mean, okay, but one thing granted, I don't mind paying because the highways are extremely well maintained. Extremely well maintained.
Yeah. I think 500 is still okay lah.
You know, they got
Okay to
earthquakes.
pay.
You know, they have earthquakes and everything and so on and so forth. But the highway, the bridges, right, the joints are still jointed very well. So I don't know how they do it.
Yeah. 500 is okay lah. Not so bad lah, bro.
Yeah. But it's really fun. Japan is really beautiful. I mean, you don't speed through because the speed limit is very low. But if you just take your time, you know, go to some of the skylines and
I heard in Japan, the rule of the game is you must always drive below speed limit, or you must drive excessively above the speed limit that the police can chase you. Then they won't.
I don't know about that lah, but I noticed most Japanese drive a little bit faster than the speed limit, right? So
no, what I hear is the police will see if, let's say, the skyline goes very fast, they won't chase. They're like, okay, we cannot chase you. They know already. They know I drive this car, cannot chase. They will let you go. They wouldn't bother to chase you.
Really?
Yes, you look at all the documentary. So they'll see police coming. They have option. Either you go very fast. So they go very fast. They're like, police like, see that? Okay, I cannot. Doesn't matter. They let you go. What to do? You die lah. What to do? I can't chase you.
That's true. Yeah.
They're very sensible. They're like, okay, I drive a Wajah. My Wajah cannot catch up with the M340i. Okay, let the fellow go. Bye. That's what you should do.
But typically, as a foreigner, we try to be more polite, you know.
Obviously.
But then we come back in Malaysia, they drive like an idiot again. Okay, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Good evening, everybody.
Okay.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night, guys. Thanks.
More months to the end of the year. Have the best 6 months.